Good God, can we talk about this game for a little bit, people? If you want to talk about a slow-burning story, then I'll point you to none other than the first chapter of Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. So far, it's been like 3 days of pure reading. Sometimes I'll forget that I was playing an MMO and would think that I was actually reading a light novel. There is so much world building, which is normally a good thing, but here I actually believe it's a detriment. This is coming from a guy who actually loves and will defend to the death Metal Gear Solid 4. That game often forgets it's even a game and just thinks it's a movie. But you want to know what the difference is between that and what I've experienced so far in Endwalker? Something happens. The plot moves forward. I'm about 3 days in, and the only thing I've learned so far is that these two have parents. Shocker! Who cares? Warning, I do know this becomes actually an important plot point later, but I'm only worrying about what I've experienced up to that point in time. People, do you know what Endwalker is reminding me of so far? The prequels, and that is not a good thing. After the events of Shadowbringer, I expected to be a lot more of a sense of urgency. I mean, the bad guys are here. They are ready just to murk everyone in their way. But instead, what I've been given is a story about politics and policies. I know in the real world this is something that actually has to happen, but I don't want to see that when there's literally a war at our footsteps. I'm the warrior of light, not a policymaker. You're telling me that the Scions have no one, forget just the Scions, you're telling me that there is no one in the unified kingdom that can go out and handle these political matters? I have to be there firsthand? I mean, come on! So much of your time is wasted on go nowhere, by the book political drama. It's crazy! It's like fucking episode 1, where they're sitting there having like a debate in the Senate about who should get help while a fucking war is going on literally outside their doors. And it's like, we don't have time for this shit. Like, why? Why are we talking about this? Why are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn sitting there talking to these guys about like, oh, let us read your books, and they're saying no? I'm like, they have in their pinky enough power to level this whole city. Why the fuck is this taking it? Like, why is there a discussion here? Let me introduce you to the worst cutscene / bit of storytelling I've seen in a long time. This whole scene is just a mess. It's about 10 minutes long, which is already a sin, because it's just pure standing around and talking. Just a pure exposition dump. I was ready, literally I was ready to jump off a cliff during this. Let me sum this up for you. See this guy? He's a dragoon. His defining trait is that he hates dragons and will throw down with them on sight. See this guy over here? He's a dragon. These two are in the same room. Notice how they're not fighting, and there are no weapons drawn. I guess they're going to be friends. Oh, and this kid I guess has the dragon's heart or eye or whatever inside of him, so the dragon basically kind of shadow runs the whole country through a proxy. I needed about 2 minutes of your time to tell you this. This game needed about 2 years of my life. I'm just wow. Why did it take so long to get to that? I really hope you brought some popcorn with you and an energy drink, because all I'm gonna say is that you're gonna need it. You do not understand. That was torturous. That was torture right there. It was so long, just to say this nation is ruled by a dragon. We're gonna sit here and just like see what happens, see if we can work together. The end. I don't know why we needed all that. That was just, oh my god. Now, however, I did finally make it to the first new dungeon of the expansion, the Tower of Zot, and let me tell you, it was wonderful. I finally got to press all my shiny new buttons. It was a welcome change of pace. After what felt like 48 hours of political drama and backstory, I was finally making it to the promised land. The gates of Narnia flew open and were finally ready to welcome me to Endwalker. This place was a blast, and I can't wait to hit level 90, finish out the story, and then do it again on the expert version of the dungeon. I feel that now, since I finally made it to the other side of the beginning of this game, the game's telling me that it's ready. It's finally ready to take me on that magic carpet ride. But we will see, because hopefully the rest of Endwalker doesn't turn out like what I just went through. On that, I'm gonna end it here. Let me know what you think of Endwalker so far. People, my name is Quantum, and you can join me on my adventures in Erosia by checking out my Twitch at twitch.tv/quantumsx and by hitting the follow button. Until then, I'll see you next time.